G'day guys, John here from Mongrel Gear and FPV Australia, and today I have Chantel with me. We'd like to talk to you today a little bit about our company and about the training school that we have running now. For those that don't know, back in 2007 we launched Mongrel Gear, and it was sort of aimed at the RC enthusiasts for FPV and all sorts of things like quads and planes and whatever else. But more recently, as late last year, we launched our training school.
That's correct. And I'm your training coordinator. So as recently as September of last year, we launched our training school and all things dedicated to UAV pilots. And we realised that there was a hole in the marketplace for a dedicated multi-copter focused training school. So we can provide training for those people that want to fly commercially using a UAV platform.
That's right. So we went out and sought the advice and the assistance of some of the country's leading educators. One in particular, the very respected aviation educator, Bob Tate. Bob Tate helped us get this course put together. We went to CASA. CASA gave us approval and we started in September. What does our course consist of? A little bit of both in the classroom and out of the classroom. And you might have seen this fella you're about to see, our lead instructor, Roger Woods.
And I'm going to suggest to you that if you're between about 4 and 6 metres a second in your copter, you're going to be at about this point in the power curve. You're going to be able to stay in the air for the longest, and that's going to make your batteries seem like they're brilliant. Okay, you want to stay in the hover, or you want to go at what we call max WOC, VNE, velocity not exceedable, you're going to burn through your battery really quick.
That last clip was taken at one of our recent Canberra courses, and while we were there, we asked one of our recent students for some feedback. And this is what he had to say.
Really good. The information that's coming across is going to be so beneficial to actually flying multi-rotor copters. The dynamic's really good. It's just like a bunch of guys in there at the moment, and we're able to actually tell stories and talk about what we've done in the past and how we can actually make that application in the future. Yeah, absolutely. Forming this beautiful network and bond between the pilots who are actually in their training and actually be able to apply that knowledge, that shared knowledge, into what application we actually specifically want to use it for. I guess the application of the licensing requirements that CASA are actually putting on new RPAS pilots as we're coming through, and how we can actually make that application in a real world environment. Being able to go out there and actually put hands-on experience with Roger, who's our instructor, and actually use that knowledge that we've got in class and apply it out in the field. No, there absolutely is not. Being able to do a course like this makes it so essential for those pilots that actually want to push this into a commercial experience, to actually come on a course like this and be able to understand what the legislation is and how those requirements are actually need to be placed on pilots.
Although that was filmed here in Canberra, where we're based, we will go all over the country. So if you can't get to us, we will certainly come to you. We've run courses just about every state and territory. Northern Territory is coming up really soon. I'm excited about that. But on the same breath, we get asked a lot of questions every day about our course, where we go, what we do, what's involved in the course. I mean, you must get stacks of emails and phone calls, right? Absolutely.
We're more than happy to answer any of your questions. And recently, when the film crew was at Canberra, you took the time to answer some of those questions. Here's something we prepared earlier.
What you're going to learn today and through the week is basically all things RPAS and UAV related. RPAS being remote piloted aircraft systems, which is a new terminology now for what a lot of people think are remote control toys. They're not toys, these are aircraft for commercial purposes. And in this country and a lot of other countries, you need a license to fly them. So that's what's all happening in here this week. Learning regulations, learning safety, how to operate safely and do it successfully. Sure, that's a really good question. The main reason is the technology is so easily accessible now. And so putting it in the hands of people who are not trained or not skilled can be very dangerous. These things carry a bit of weight, as well as carbon fibre propellers, which can do a lot of damage. And so CASA have taken the stance that without proper training, in the wrong hands, they can be very dangerous. So there's a regime in place now to be trained, educated and certified so that people don't get hurt. It makes you a certified RPAS pilot, meaning that you are now legally allowed to use your machine, your quadcopter, hexcopter, whatever it is, to go out and earn a living and make money. Just like a plumber or a builder or a carpenter, you can now make a living using your machine. You are a licensed pilot. So what we do is we don't fly for a living. We've placed ourselves within industry to support those that do fly for a living. I guess it'd be a bit rude for me to train a pilot up to go and fly and film, and then I'm competing on that same market. We don't do it that way. We will train you and educate you how to fly, and then when you need back-end support for your machine, parts, service, maintenance, that's where we come in to support you. We're at the end of a telephone. If you're out on the field and something's a bit iffy with your machine, give us a call. We can solve a lot of problems over the phone and get you back in the air quickly. So if you want to find us, you can get to us on our website, which is www.fpvaustralia.com.au. Our head office flight school is here in Canberra, but we have courses running all over the country. So if you're in Queensland, you're in South Australia, you're in Perth, you're in the Northern Territory, you can get trained. We've got flight schools there. So we're not just in Canberra where our head office is, we are nationwide.
Here at FPV Australia, we're big advocates on safety. We don't want to just give you a tick in the box. So we will educate and train our student pilots.
Yeah, that's right. We do lots of things on the course, both inside the classroom, and then we go outside and get practical hands-on experience. Once we step outside and under the watchful gaze of our instructors, the students will get hands-on experience flying these machines. Practical experience, not something you can actually learn online or an online course. This is real world, hands-on, get the thing in the air, let's fly them. And we'll go through a whole bunch of stuff, not just for the safety of you and your ground crew, but the safety of the public around you. So as you can see, our training courses are not about giving you a tick in the box, as Chantal mentioned earlier. We want to get you trained and educated so you can do this responsibly. I love this industry. I've been flying all sorts of RC things all my life. And so it was a natural progression for us to move into this part of the industry. And when the opportunity came to start this training school to train and educate pilots to do things responsibly and safely, it was a no-brainer for us. With the aid of those educators I spoke about earlier, we believe we have the best course in the country with the best instructors in the country. So if you're looking for your next training school to get you trained, if you can't get to us, we'll come to you. Happy to do that. We can send our instructors pretty much anywhere. So give us a call or send us an email. Where do they find our contact details?
You can find all of our details on our website, that is fpvaustralia.com.au. And no question is too silly, too hard to answer.
That's right.
And our customer service is the best in the industry. So feel free to contact us at any time.
That's right. We want this industry to grow, and we're looking to take this industry to new heights, pardon the pun. So safe skies for all. Enjoy.
Enjoy.